What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So I saw a couple of interviews with Claressa Shields this past weekend, and one of the things that she talked about, well, a couple of things. One was why there's no fight with Hanna Gabriel's, and she addressed she had marijuana in her system allegations. Well, basically, she spoke about it, and like she said, what really angered her about the allegations was before her results even came out, it was all in the news, all over the internet. They had photoshopped like AI photos of her smoking weed and all this kind of stuff, and how people was trying to tarnish her reputation. And I remember people, she this, she that. Even Baumgartner had something to say about it. But then she said when the actual test came out, and then she was retested as well, that she had none of it in her system. They said it was like 3.0 nanograms or something like that, and it was like so barely like nothing. So like more than likely their test was tainted. So she pretty much spoke about it in detail. Y'all can watch whatever video. Watch the video on your own. I don't have enough time to really go through. But bottom line, she pretty much explained, like, no, there was nothing in her system at all. And she's been working close with that commission. And like she said, going forward is like, hey, let's make it more positive and go in the right direction going forward, which is one of the things you always hear me say. When I hear somebody failed the drug test, it's like, wow. But hey, let's see what happens, right? This wasn't a Baumgartner case. This wasn't a Dylan White case. This wasn't a Connor Ben case. This wasn't one of those where there was no explanation and all of a sudden, they're just back in the ring fighting, right? Okay, but bottom line is that little vacation, whatever. I mean, weird stuff. In the Baumgartner case, they said that they don't think she only took anything. They found her innocent, yet they suspended her for a year. So, I mean, it was nonsense. But people were so quick to jump on it, right? But these race fans sat here and did what? They defended Ryan Garcia, even though the test said he was dirty, even though they saw his behavior, they saw the things he was doing, the things he would say. So bottom line is he couldn't do nothing wrong, right? And if you saw this video where this racist woman is sitting there talking about, oh, remember, Trump's in office now, huh? Right? And she was calling people the N-word and all of this. And I told you, these racist people are getting real bold with their mouths, but as soon as somebody check them properly, oh my God, the violence. Yeah, well, it's consequences. Simple. So anyways, yeah, but like I said, people who are guilty, you got these idiot fans that want to say that they're innocent biasly with nothing, no proof of anything, no word of anything. They just, I just don't want to believe it. But when someone is proven innocent, then all of a sudden it's like anger. Because the real dirty scumbag inside of them starts to come out because, yeah, we thought we had this big mouth nigga. That's what they thought. All right, so anyways, yeah, she basically explained those things. And she also explained why there was no Hanna Gabriel's fight. And she pretty much said the financial offer at Hanna Gabriel's, she didn't have a problem with the money. She was good with the money. But Hanna Gabriel's turned the fight down because she told her the fight had to be at either 168 or 160 or no fight. And you know what I find really funny? All of these people spend like so much time on videos all week long talking about who ducked who, and this guy ducked this person, that person ducked that person, right? Hanna Gabriel's was the champion. Okay, she was a champion or whatever at 175. You know what I never heard y'all say? Oh man, there's not even 30 women at the heavyweight division. Oh, I don't know any of those heavyweights. All we know is Hanna Gabriel's, she was the champ. I even fucking know, because like I said, no, I don't know these women in the heavyweight division. And why don't I know them? Because they barely fucking show them. You barely see them, okay? Just like the cruiserweight division. Outside of Jal Pajaya, there's not a whole lot of people you know. You understand what I mean? So, yeah. Just because people are not popular don't mean they can't fight. Just like Terrence Crawford went through this shit in his career. where, hey, man, this dude couldn't sell. So if you say, but we knew him, yeah, but he couldn't sell. Couldn't sell. No matter how skilled he is, he still wasn't a big draw. Okay? So at the end of the day, though, and at the end of the day, my thing is, if the heavyweight division sucked because Claressa Shields is that's why, because when Hanna Gabriel, that means that when Hanna Gabriel was there, it sucked then too. But you didn't hear anybody saying that. Y'all just praised Hanna Gabriel's. Now, all of a sudden, Hanna Gabriel don't want to fight Claressa Shields at heavyweight. Why is that? I'll tell you why that is. She see that Claressa Shields is at full strength at 175. She knows I can't beat her at no 175. She can't beat her, period. She already had her chance, and she got her ass whooped. She scored her little first-round knockdown, great. Good flash knockdown. It happened. Cool. Good. Give her credit for it. But she see, damn, she dropping motherfuckers at 175. Okay, one punch too. All right, you know what? The best chance I have, 68 or 60. Going up and down in weight, that's not what you do. I'm going to have one fight here at 175, another fight at one. No, that's not what you do. That's why I said, yeah, she need to fight whoever she's going to fight at 175. When she's done with that, now, then when she's talking about dropping down in weight again, cool. This is why, like I told you guys before, that BS franchise championship nonsense is nothing but a title for fighters, a favoritism title. One, for Mauricio to line his pockets more. And then two, for fighters that just duck their mandatories. Like I said, when Canelo had it, I'm like, Canelo's not going to 160. He's not going to 154. Only thing he can do is go up and then go back to 168. And that's what he did, right? How many times did Lomachenko go up and down in weight with this franchise championship? So it's like, it's stupid. And I'm pretty sure when he talked to them, it's an honor and this and that. And then he goes from, we select a person who's dedicated their life to the sport and contributed to boxing, to saying you have to request it and all this bullshit, right? But bottom line is, it's not healthy for you to keep going back and forth up in weight like that, back and forth like that. Notice how Canelo skipped right past 168 when Benavidez had that belt, right? But then as soon as Benavidez got stripped, what does he do? Oh, let me stop there. Yeah. He didn't want that ass whooping. And like I said, he might be able to beat, well, back then he might have been able to beat him. Might have. I'm not saying for sure. But bottom line is, even then, he didn't want that smoke with Benavidez. He never wanted it. And he come with these garbage excuses, right? And so when Benavidez went to 75 and everybody was like, oh, but his power didn't look the same. Oh, Canelo will beat him. Y'all forget how bad Canelo looked against Bivol? Yeah, I admit, Benavidez's powers didn't seem to have the same effect, but he won that fight by far. So, bottom line, it's funny how, like I said, like people talking more about Devin Haney looking bad in the win than they are about Ryan getting his ass whooped in a loss to Rolly Romero. That's what people do. Let's deflect and get away from what the facts are and what's really important. So, that all being said, right? Hanna Gabriel's ducked Claressa Shields. And the thing about it is, this woman say she rubbed some cream on her dog, and that's what caused her to fail the test, right? Then she turns around and say, oh, she contacted the commission, this, that, whatever. Another, she talked like they set her up. And then two, she ends up saying, okay, in her little comeback, that after her suspension was up, that they suspended her purposely to protect Claressa Shields. Okay, well, if you believe in your skills, why did you believe you could beat whoever you beat at 175 and became champion at heavyweight in women's boxing? But you don't have that same desire to fight Claressa Shields. Why? What's different? It's obviously something different, right? And you don't hear her going public with this and talking about it, right? She haven't made up an excuse yet. I mean, let's be real. It's not like you didn't just go there. You went there and won a title. You were world heavyweight champion in women's boxing. So why is it any different now, right? Just say, it's funny how people stay so silent when the facts are the fighter that you hate so much basically is shining, and the one that you claim is going to beat her is the very one that turned the fight down. It is what it is. I saw the person that she's getting ready to fight. I went and I typed her name and I forgot it, but it's in my search. And I went and I watched she's a strong, come forward. Claressa Shields described the right, strong legs, come forward, try to put pressure in the, whatever. But bottom line is, it is what it is. But people, of course, they're not fair. So I got to bring awareness to the situation, because I ain't going to let y'all sit up here and be one-sided. And we know how these race fans are, and we know that you just have biased people out there. Most men don't care about women's boxing as it is, but you do have your favorites and you pick and choose. So you all are in the same category when it comes to this. Oh, you're going to praise this person, but you're going to knock this person, and this person is more effective as any of these other fucking fighters that you guys are talking about, and still undefeated. And that's all they waiting so bad for somebody to beat this woman. But hey, listen, y'all, I ain't a fan of nobody's, but the truth is the truth, and that's what we're going to stand on. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all in the next video.